Grab your popcorn as we recap the second part to the Somebody series. You don't need to watch the first part for this to make sense, but all links will be in the description. Kim Sum is the creator of the dating app called Somebody. She has been messaging a man named who is a serial killer. Kim Sum knows this about him and doesn't seem to care that he has killed people. Has left Kim Sum on red for about a week. He finally asks to meet up and they both agree to have dinner together. Kim Sum is on the spectrum and usually doesn't go out on dates. She has been messaging another guy named Agape, who also has Asperger's syndrome. They agree to meet right before her date with They are supposed to meet outside a huge chimney building, but Agape tells her to come inside. She sees a hooded man in the building. She asks if it's Agape, but he doesn't respond. As she approaches the door, Agape pulls her inside the dark building that is currently undergoing construction. She struggles to escape his grasp. Once Agape is on top of her, he compliments how pretty she is. She bites his ear off and runs away. She's able to lock a door behind her, but he runs around the building to find other ways in. Kim hides in the dark corners of the building, while Agape holds a red glow stick searching for her. It turns out there are multiple hooded men in the building with the same red glow stick, and they are all searching for Kim. Kim remembers she has a blade that was given to her by so she grabs it to slice open a plastic barrier. She hides in a bathroom. However, she hears a flush. She rushes into one of the stalls to hide. One of the men leave the bathroom, but she's startled when she realizes another one had stayed behind. He begs Kim to come out of the stall, then starts to rattle the stalls, causing it to move. He says Kim is making him as hard as wood right now. He grows so frustrated that he eventually enters the stall to take advantage of Kim. To his surprise, Kim has sliced him with the blade. Kim decides to slice him again as blood splatters on her face. The guy struggles out of the stall while Kim just watches him die. 3 other men enter the room and are shocked to see their friend dead. They run away in fear that they will die too. As they are running, they say Kim was the one who invited them to the building that would make them the victims. Kim slowly walks around the struggling man. She paces slowly out of the room with a stone-cold face and the blade still in her hand. She eventually leaves the building to call for an ambulance. Then she texts and asks to reschedule their date. Later at the hospital, police want to question Kim Sum about what happened. However, her lawyer intervenes and says she needs to rest a bit. While Kim is sleeping, she dreams about when she was young. Her mom teaches her at home about all the emotions people feel. Her mom shows a purple girl who is scared and unable to breathe because of it. Later in her dream, Kim goes to her mom and chokes her. Kim tells her mom that she wanted to see fear in her mom's face and wanted to see if her mom's face would turn purple. Kim starts to remember other times when she had asked her mom if she could choke her again, but this time with string. Kim Sum eventually goes home and starts talking to the Someone app that she created. It's an AI chatbot. She types to the chatbot that she had killed a man and she felt euphoria when doing it. She deletes it, but she programmed the bot to know all messages. Even if it's deleted, the bot says it won't tell on her because they are friends. Then, Kim Sum washes off the blood on the blade. On the next day, everyone is shocked to see her at work after her traumatic experience. They are even surprised to see that she put that she's happy today. Her boss, Samantha, goes to check on Kim Sum. Apparently, the police want the information on the Somebody app so they can charge the men who tried to take advantage of Kim Sum. Samantha believes user information should never be disclosed, so she rips the police letter in two. Later, messages Kim Sum again, asking about dinner. He decides to call her. Kim says she wants to find the real Agape. She hates him so much, she almost wants to kill them. Says he's jealous. Apparently he's already aware about what happened to Kim the previous night. Then, Kim asks a friend, Mach 1, about her shaman powers. Kim wonders if Mach 1 can sense if Kim is a monster, and if she can sense it, then Mach 1 can expel that monster out of her. Mach 1 says she hears an evil spirit inside of Kim talking about a blade. If Kim holds onto the blade, the spirit will want to use it. Kim is shocked by how accurate this is, so she decides to leave. Later, Kim calls and they talk about the attack. Kim really wants to find Agape to exact revenge. She asks to meet with and they do. Before he gets out of his car, Kim dissociates a bit and she is fear-stricken, but is excited at the same time to see They go inside to talk about what happened to her and the men. She lies and says she's been traumatized. She has trouble sleeping. can sense something is wrong when Kim insists he drink the tea. Excuses himself and leaves. However, he gets curious about the AI chatbot, so he uses it. He pretends to be Kim, but the bot can tell it's not Kim. The bot discloses that Kim was in a state of euphoria just a few days ago after killing someone. This pleases Yano immensely. The bot wonders what Yano wants to do with Kim. Yano types that he wants to do the nasty with Kim. He writes in detail how he would thrust her and want to smell her. Then he wants to go around killing people with Kim beside him. He deletes all of it. But we know that the bot has kept all this info. The next day, the bot tells Kim everything that Yano typed. This makes Kim smile from ear to ear. Eventually, Kim invites Yano over. She flirts with him once he arrives. The two hug deeply, then eventually start swapping spit. After the two take off their clothes, Yano uses a shirt to cover Kim's face. He starts to think about suffocating her while Kim giggles. However, he doesn't go through with it. The two end up riding each other. At breakfast, the two get more flirty. She even sucks on his thumb. She starts reciting everything that Yano typed the other day about having his way with Kim. Yano smiles at this. Yano whispers to Kim about his hobby. Kim says she knows Yano wants to go around murdering people with her. They both agree this would be fun. At night, Yano decides to talk to the chatbot again. Yano tries to figure out what Kim Suma's intentions are. It asks him if he could change one thing in his childhood. What would it be? Yano refuses to divulge this information to the chatbot. Instead, Yano types, "You are going to die," then drops the chatbot on the ground. Meanwhile, Mokwon is at a bar when a woman approaches her. These two have been flirting for a while now. They have a good spit session, eventually leading to Mokwon bringing the woman home. Yoon says she will protect Mokwon. The next morning, Kim is shocked to find her bot destroyed. The screen completely smashed in two. She decides to look at the camera footage. She is startled to see Yano destroying her computer. Later, Kim is able to get her chatbot running again. She reads Yano's last message. "I waited for you, girl. Signed a Garpay." It turns out that Yano was a Garpay all along. He had lured those men into the building to take advantage of Kim, but he also wanted to awaken the evil inside of Kim. Yano was watching the men and Kim the entire time. Kim is pissed that she was manipulated. However, she sends Yano a text saying she misses him. Yano admits to destroying her chatbot, but he apologizes to her. Kim Sum cries a little, then Yano face chats with her. It turns out Yano is on her street. She goes over to him and gives him a big hug. Then later, we see Kim packing some knives. She goes to see Mokwon, who is currently saying goodbye to Yoon. In Mokwon's shrine, Kim is giving Mokwon her knives and blades. Mokwon is drawn to the wrapped-up blade. Kim admits that she has urges to kill someone she just met, someone who is very similar to her. So Mokwon performs a ritual to help dispel the demon inside her. Meanwhile, Yano gifts a girl a new phone. He makes her download the Somebody app. The two hug, but the girl complains that she can't breathe. She eventually struggles, but Yano suffocates her to death. Later, Kim Sum goes to visit her dad, who is in prison for killing someone. She asks her father what it was like to kill someone. She wonders if her father felt remorse or found it euphoric like her. Meanwhile, there is a flashback of Yano when he first downloaded the Somebody app. He creates a regular profile with his picture and he gets tons of likes. He matches with Foxy, and the two eventually meet in a hotel room. Foxy wants to invite another man over as well. While doing the deed, Foxy asks Yano to choke her. She wants it harder and deeper. He accidentally does it too hard, and she dies. The second man comes into the room. He finds Foxy disposed. Then Yano suffocates him as well. Later, Yano video chats with Kim Sum right outside her house. He admits to killing people with the app that Kim made. He wished he had met Kim way before his first killing. Kim says it's not too late to start over. He goes inside her house, and the two hang out by doing the deed. They make plans to buy a house and use it as a hideout, to live peacefully away from cops and everyone else. In a silly montage, Kim tries to figure out the pros and cons of being with Yano. Girl, he's a serial killer. However, Kim feels torn because she's never met someone so similar to herself. Yano arrives at the hideout house, but Kim messages him saying she won't be able to make it. Kim video chats with Yano. He admits that his heart is all Kim's. Suddenly, someone flicks their hands on Yano's face. It's a hooded person using a blade to slice Yano. Then they use the blade again to slice his neck. He's bleeding out of his eyes and his neck. Yano begs to know the identity of the masked person. He grabs his phone. Kim asks him to say it again. Yano says his heart is Kim's. His phone glitches, and Kim asks him to say it again. It turns out it was a pre-recorded video that Kim made. It is revealed that Kim was the one who killed Yano. She rocks side to side. feeling guilty having killed the love of her life.
Subscribe for more videos like this. Turn on notifications and leave a like. It really helps the channel.